नमस्ते दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका गवर्नमेंट दृश्य पर। और आज है हम लोग का ल्यूकेन सीरीज़ का और एक वैरायटी ऑफ सब्जेक्ट के साथ जो है ज्योग्राफी। लास्ट डे हमने डिस्कस किया एंशिएंट इंडियन हिस्ट्री के बारे में और आज है ज्योग्राफी का सीरीज़ पार्ट 1। तो आज हम जानेंगे फ्रॉम द वेरी फर्स्ट फ्रॉम द यूनिवर्स, लेट्स नो अबाउट ऑल द प्लैनेट्स एंड ऑल दी सैटेलाइट्स। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। पेन और नोटबुक रेडी रखिए ताकि आप सारे नोट्स को पॉइंट कर सकें एंड मेक क्वेश्चंस आउट ऑफ इट विच विल बी वेरी मच बेनिफिशियल फॉर यू इन मैनी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स लाइक यूपीएससी, बीपीएससी, एसएससी, नेट एंड मैनी मोर। और लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें हमारे चैनल को, ताकि हम ऐसे ही वैरायटी ऑफ सब्जेक्ट्स इन डिटेल्ड वे ला सके आपके बेनिफिट के लिए। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं ज्योग्राफी के साथ। एंड द फर्स्ट टॉपिक दैट वी विल बी डीलिंग विद इज यूनिवर्स। सो फर्स्ट इज यूनिवर्स। जैसे कि द यूनिवर्स इज़ कॉमनली डिफाइंड एज द टोटलिटी ऑफ एवरीथिंग। तो यूनिवर्स को हम लोग ऐसे मानते हैं जिसमें सारे फिजिकल मैटर्स, एनर्जी, प्लैनेट, स्टार, गैलेक्सीज एंड द स्पेस इस टोटल जो इसका अमालगेशमेशन होता है या फिर जो मिक्सचर होता है, इसको हम लोग यूनिवर्स बोलते हैं। एंड द स्टडी ऑफ यूनिवर्स विच इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इज़ कॉस्मोलॉजी। अब कॉस्मोलॉजी को ब्रेक डाउन करेंगे दो वर्ड्स में जो होंगे, कॉस्मोस विच इज़ यूनिवर्स एंड लोगोस विच मीन्स साइंस। And you should also know that the universe has no limit. Now let's know about the galaxy. Galaxy is also a very important part of the universe and also the outer space. And अब जानते हैं कि galaxy actually में है क्या. So it is a vast system of billion of stars which also contain a large number of gas clouds which is mainly of hydrogen gas. Yes, this is very important. It can come that what is the large number of gas clouds made of? It will be hydrogen gas and dust, and it is similar like other systems as well. How many galaxies? There are 100 billion galaxies in the universe and each galaxy जो है उनके 100 billion stars भी है. So the total number of stars अगर हम लोग calculate करें then it will be 10 to the power of 22 stars. One more very common word which we have heard from the very beginning, that is the Milky Way galaxy. अब ये Milky Way galaxy है क्या? ये है home of the Earth and our solar system. And ये इसका जो shape है वो spiral in shape है. It means spiral in shape. Now when was the Milky Way galaxy formed? It was formed 5 billion years after the Big Bang. मतलब जैसे कि बिग बैंग थ्योरी के 5 साल बाद मिल्की वे फॉर्म हुआ था। एंड लेटेस्ट नोन गैलेक्सी जो है अब वो उसका नाम है ड्वार्फ गैलेक्सी। आप जानते हैं कि मॉडर्न थॉट के हिसाब से यूनिवर्स को कितने टाइप्स में डिवाइड किया गया? इट इज़ 2 टाइप्स, दैट इज़ एटमॉस्फेयर एंड स्पेस। नाउ यूनिवर्स का जो ओरिजिन है वो एक्सप्लेन किया गया था बिग बैंग थ्योरी से एंड इट वाज फॉर्मुलेटेड, मतलब इसको जो प्रपोज किया था वो थे एक बेल्जियन एस्ट्रोनॉमर एंड कॉस्मोलॉजिस्ट, दैट इज़ जॉर्ज लेमैटर। एंड इनका जो अगर कोई हम लोग नियरेस्ट गैलेक्सी बोले मिल्की वे से या फिर बिग बैंग थ्योरी में जो मेंशन किया है दैट इज़ द एंड्रोमेडा। नाउ लेट्स नो अबाउट द बिग बैंग थ्योरी. All the matter in the universe was originally a concentrated lump called primeval atom, which is very important. This line is very important क्योंकि अब हम जान रहे हैं बिग बैंग थ्योरी के बारे में, which is one of the most famous theory regarding the universe. तो बिग बैंग वॉज एन एक्सप्लोजन. ये कितने साल पहले ये एक्सप्लोजन हुआ था उसका भी तो मैं मेंशन है, दैट इज़ 15 बिलियन ईयर्स अगो. और इसी थ्योरी के बेसिस पे हम लोग ये बोल सकते हैं कि आफ्टर द बिग बैंग थ्योरी इट लेड टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ गैलेक्सी ऑफ स्टार्स एंड अदर हेवनली बॉडीज. मतलब इट वॉज द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द यूनिवर्स. तब से दिस इज़ नॉट दैट important, but now let's know about the star. Clumps of dust and gas in a nebula come together due to gravity and form stars. So this is the main reason behind the formation of stars. जैसे कि clump of dust और gas जब एक nebula में साथ आते हैं तब वो stars form होते हैं. And it is also formed of hot burning gases as well. Or stars, we know that stars emit light. It has the light of their own, or it's very hot and very large. लाइट का जो टाइम डिस्टेंस होता है दैट इट टेक्स टू रीच दैट इज़ 4.3 ईयर्स एंड द नियरेस्ट स्टार जो है वो है प्रॉक्सिमा सेंचुरी। तो ये था स्टार के बारे में। अब जानेंगे हम लोग द सोलर सिस्टम के बारे में। वी ऑल नो दैट सोलर सिस्टम कंसिस्ट ऑफ द 8 planets which is very important and the sun and the satellites and thousands of other heavenly bodies जैसे कि asteroids, comets and meteors। और सोलर सिस्टम का अगर हम लोग इधर में डायग्राम देखें that you can see that sun is in the middle, then comes the first planet Mercury, then Venus, then our Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. We also have another planet, that is blind planet, which has now extinguished, that was Pluto. Now let's know about the gravitational pull. सन का जो gravitational pull है इसी के वजह से सारे planets और other objects सन के आसपास रिवॉल्व होते हैं। एंड अगर हम लोग ऐसे माने दैट व्हाट इज द मेन रीज़न बिहाइंड द movement of the planets and other heavenly bodies around the sun, then we should know that it is due to the gravitational force of the sun, and it moves around the sun in an elliptical orbit. Now let's know about the nearest planet to the sun, which we can already see from this diagram that it's Mercury, and the planet that is the farthest from the sun but it has now extinguished, that was Pluto, but now as it has already extinguished, it's Neptune will be the correct answer. इधर में सोलर सिस्टम के साइज के बारे में भी बोला गया 10⁵ AU. Now if we know about the solar system, that it is dominated by the sun, of course, because the earth and other planets, it revolves around the sun, and it is the 99.9% of the matter in the whole solar system. Now let's know about the Pluto is a dwarf planet, and this is the very common thing that sun is the source of energy. We all know that sun is the only star that gives us light, and it reflects the light of the sun, so it's the source of energy. Okay, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars are terrestrial planets, and Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are gaseous planets. 4 terrestrial and 4 gaseous. Now let's know about the members of the solar system. The first main member of the solar system is the sun. Okay, now the sun is at the center of the solar system, which we all can already see from the diagram, and size is 13 lakh times as that of the earth. Earth से ये 13 lakh times ज़्यादा बड़ा है, and it is the nearest star to the earth. Then ultimate source of energy, we all know that. अब इसके डायमीटर के बारे में जाते हैं, दैट इज़ 14 लाख किलोमीटर्स. अब कंपोजिशन ऑफ सन के बारे में. ओके, सो दिस इज कंपोजिशन. ओके, दैट इज 71% हाइड्रोजन, 26.5% helium and 2.5% other elements. Composition is very important. Now let's know about these two main gases. Hydrogen and helium are the main gases which is present in the sun. Now within the sun, hydrogen is converted to helium. Okay, so अब हमने जाना कि हाइड्रोजन और हीलियम मेन गैसेस है, बट सन के अंदर जो प्रोसेस होता है उसके बारे में हम जानते हैं कि हाइड्रोजन गेट्स कन्वर्टेड टू हीलियम. क्यों? न्यूक्लियर फ्यूजन के वजह से, और इसी की वजह से जो ट्रेमेंडस हीट एंड लाइट प्रोसेस होता है अंदर, इवन बाहर एक्सपोज होता है इसी कन्वर्जन के वजह से. And surface we all know that sun is the hottest star, so its surface temperature will also be one of the greatest one. It is 6000 degrees Celsius. Can you imagine? Yes. And the temperature at the center of the sun is more. It's around 15 lakh around degrees Celsius. Okay. Now let's know about the shining surface of the sun. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? इसको बोलते हैं प्रोटोस्फेयर, जो एक डिस्क की तरह होता है और यहाँ से ही एनर्जी रेडिएट होता है, एंड इट ऑल्सो एक्ट्स एज अ सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी. ये था इनर लेयर. अब जो आउटर लेयर है सन के एटमोसफेयर का, वो बहुत ही थिन गैसेस से बिल्डअप है, जिसका नाम है कोरोना. येस, अ वेरी विजिबल नेम. नाउ कोरोना इज़ विजिबल ओनली ड्यूरिंग अ total eclipse of the sun or with a special solar telescope. तो ये जो कोरोना साइट है सन का, ये हमेशा विजिबल नहीं होता है, ये ओनली जब टोटल एक्लिप्स होता है तभी विजिबल होता है, या फिर एक स्पेशलाइज्ड टेलीस्कोप है जिसका नाम है कॉर्नोग्राफ, इससे हम लोग उसको व्यू कर सकते हैं. Now, the planet travels with the sun through millions of stars in our galaxy at a speed. Okay, so ये है speed 70,000 किलोमीटर पर आवर, जिसकी स्पीड पकड़ के planets travel करते हैं. And अर्थ से सन का डिस्टेंस, दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, इट्स 150 किलोमीटर्स, 150 मिलियन किलोमीटर्स. Okay, this is the speed of the light that it takes to reach the earth from the sun. This is also very important. What is the total time that the light takes to reach? It's about 8.5 minutes. Now let's know about the planets. These are opaque bodies, which continuously revolve around and are lighted by the sun. We all know there are 8 planets in the solar system. This is very common. Okay, a 9th planet apart from Pluto has been recently discovered by NASA, which is named as Carla. And the sequence of planets according to their distance from the sun, like we already looked into the diagram of the solar system, it is very obvious that the nearest planet to the sun is Mercury and the farthest from the sun is Neptune. Now let's know about the sequence of planets according to their signs, like from the descending order, from big to small, that is Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Earth, Venus, Mars and Mercury. That is from the big to small. So from this we can know that Jupiter is the biggest planet and Mercury is the smallest planet on our solar system. Let's know about the classification of planets, which has been divided into 2 groups. All the planets of a particular group have common features, which we have already discussed about the terrestrial planets and the gaseous planets. Okay, terrestrial planets are also known as the rocky planets, and Jovian planets are also known as gaseous planets. And these are the 2 groups of planets. The 4 planets which are nearest to the sun, we have already discussed, that is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. And these are called terrestrial planets because their structure is similar to the Earth. Now, other 4 planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, are called Jovian planets or gaseous planets, which we have already discussed. Okay, so this was on the basis of the structure, that is terrestrial and Jovian, or we can say gaseous. Now let's know about other one type, that is inner planets and outer planets. In the inner planet section, we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and these are nearer to the sun. They are made of dense metallic minerals and they move very faster and they have a very shorter period of revolution. Other points are there that they have thin rocky crust, they have a mantle rich in iron, magnesium, they have a core of molten metals, and they have thin atmosphere. They have very few satellites. Compared to the other outer planets, these planets have very few satellites and even no satellites. Some planets in the terrestrial region have no satellites as well. Now let's have a comparative analysis of both the planets. This includes the other 4, that is the other Jovian planets, and these are far away from the sun, which has already been mentioned. And as their first 4 planets are made of dense metallic minerals, these are made of hot gases, mainly of hydrogen and helium. We have already discussed that hydrogen and helium are the 2 main gases which are present in the sun and which is responsible for the explosion of the heat and light. Okay, now the outer planets have a long period of revolution as well. These are all gaseous bodies made of gases. They have ring systems around them and they have a large number of satellites, which is totally opposite to the inner planets. So now will be some notable facts about various planets and satellites. Let's first start with Mercury, which is nearest to the sun. It's an extremely hot planet and this planet has no water on it. And it also has no gases like carbon dioxide, nitrogen, hydrogen or oxygen. These gases are not present in Mercury and that is the reason it fails to act as a building block of life. And it also has no protective blanket like ozone layer. Earth has an ozone layer which protects it from the harmful rays of the sun, but Mercury has no ozone layer to protect it from harmful radiations. Now, the second planet, that is Venus. Now, Venus is the second planet in the distance from the sun. We also know it as the brightest planet, and it's also known as the evening star as well as the morning star. It is also surrounded by a thick cloud cover, which is known as the veiled planet. Veil means unclear or cover. Venus is like the Earth in size and mass, and hence also known as Earth's twin. See, these are the points which is very important, as it can come in MCQs like evening star, morning star, veiled planet, Earth's twin. Which planet is referred to all of these? It can come in MCQs as well as match the followings or other such. Now let's know about the Venus end part, that is, it has no water on it. Just like Mercury, Venus also has no water on it, and also there is no sufficient oxygen as well. Now, the earth where we live, where life exists, and Earth is the largest of the inner planet. Among the inner planets, that is four: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Earth is the largest one, and it is about 23.5 degree tilted on its axis, and it makes 66.5 degree angle. This is also important because Earth is the only planet where life exists for now, so you need to know about all its features in a detailed way. Now let's know about its total time period which it takes to complete the rotation. That is 23 hours, 56 minutes and 4.091 seconds. And this was the time period of its rotation. And this is the time period of its revolution. Please mark these because it's very important. It's 365 days, 5 hours and 48 minutes. Okay, Earth is also known as the watery planet or blue planet, which is a very common thing which we are studying from a very lower standards. That Earth is the only planet till now where life exists, and we also have water in it as well as oxygen. Yes, see, it's already mentioned there, which supports life, and it has all the essential elements which supports life, that is the carbon dioxide, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and these are the building blocks for the. We have seen this line in Mercury, that Mercury planet lacks all of these gases, and that is the reason life doesn't exist there. Earth is neither too hot neither too cold, so it has Goldilocks zone. Now, which planet has Goldilocks zone? A very relevant question can come. Now let's know about what is the Goldilocks zone. Goldilocks zone is a habitable zone of solar system where all conditions are available for life to sustain. Okay, so if there's a thing that what do we refer to the sustenance of life in the earth? It's just known as the Goldilocks zone. It has a lot of water in the form of lakes, rivers, oceans, atmosphere for the survival. We know that. Now, it also has a protective blanket of ozone layer, which I already said that Mercury, Venus, these planets lack this layer, but Earth has it to protect it from the harmful ultraviolet rays, that is UV rays coming from the sun. The moon is the only satellite of the Earth. We know that, and its diameter is 3475 kilometer. Its circumference is 180,864 kilometer, while its orbit is elliptical. Distance of moon from the earth is this, and minimum distance is this. It takes 27 days, 7 hours and 13 minutes to rotate on its axis, and this period of about 27.5 degrees called the sidereal month. जो टाइम रोटेट होने में लेता है एक्सिस में, this is called as sidereal month, and it is the same time it takes to revolve around the earth as well. So इनका जो moon's period of revolution with reference to sun is also this, and this period is called synodic month. Please go through the sidereal month and synodic month in a more detailed way. Okay, from the surface of the earth, only 59% of the total surface of the moon is visible. We cannot see the total 100%, just the 59% is visible to us from our eyes. Okay, the bright part of the moon is full of mountains, whereas the dark patches are low-lying plains. Sea of tranquility made of the plane of dust particles is on the rear side of the moon, which always remains dark. To the side, which we cannot see or which we cannot view is the darker side, and it is made up of dust particles. Now, even on the moon exists mountains. So the highest mountain on the moon is Liberty Mountain, and see its height is also mentions that these are all from the excavations or the discovery that is made that we come to know about all its existence. Now, the moon has no atmosphere, no twilight, and no sound. The temperature during daytime is about 100 degrees Celsius, that is quite hotter than Earth, and in night it is 180 degrees Celsius, that is a lot lower temperature than the Earth. Okay, from light from the moon takes 1.3 seconds to reach the Earth, which is quite less. Okay, now let's know about the size of the moon. It's 1/4 of the size of the Earth. It's very less, smaller in size than Earth. Gravitational pull of moon is this 1/6. Now mainly silicon, iron, magnesium, etc. are found. Okay, so what are the main elements which are found in moon surface? Silicon, iron, and magnesium. Study of the moon is called selenology. Remember the study of the universe? It was cosmology. Yes. Now the study of the moon is called selenology. Moon is also known as the fossil planet. Mars. Iron-rich red soil and pink sky of Mars give the name red planet. Yes, we have blue planet, we have brightest planet, and now we have red planet as well, which is Mars. Phobos and Deimos are two satellites. Okay, Moon is the satellite of Earth, and Phobos and Deimos are two satellites of Mars, which is very important. Now Jupiter is the largest planet. We have one more add-on to this: largest planet, red planet, blue planet. Then we have brightest planet. Jupiter is also known as a winter planet, and its temperature is very low. Ganymede, satellite of Jupiter, is the largest satellite in the solar system. Okay, so the satellite of Jupiter is one of the largest satellite, that is Ganymede. Now Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system. First comes the Jupiter, then comes Saturn. Saturn has rings around them which are made up of ice and ice covered dust particles which revolves around it. Okay, Titan is the largest satellite of Saturn. Very important. Okay, Uranus is about 4 times the size of the Earth. This planet appears greenish in color, and because of methane gas present in it. Okay, so what is the reason behind the greenish in color of the Uranus? It will be because of the presence of methane gas. It was discovered in 1781 by Sir William Herschel, and it is the 7th planet from the Sun. It was the first planet which was discovered by a telescope, and it's the 3rd biggest planet. So first comes Jupiter, Saturn, then Uranus on the size basis. It's also very extremely cold. In Moon it was minus 180 degrees Celsius. Here it is minus 190 degrees Celsius, and it is surrounded by 13 rings. Yes, we have zeta, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, eta, lambda, epsilon, nu, and mu. These are all the names of its 13 rings. Now, Uranus rotates from east to west on its axis, which is opposite to other planets except Venus. It rotates from east to west, which is opposite. Now, Neptune is the 8th planet of the solar system, and it also remains low. It is very similar to Uranus, surrounded by methane rings of sub-zero temperature. Now Pluto. Pluto is not a planet now because Pluto has extinguished, it has disappeared, and it's no longer a planet. But on the basis of the new definition of planet given by the IAU, that is International Astronomical Union, the world's top institution, it has declared that Pluto would no longer remain a planet. And even under the IAU's news guidelines, we can refer that the number of planets in the solar system has thus been reduced from 9 to 8, marking its non-existence. Okay, now with the omission of Pluto from the solar system, its membership has been restricted to the 8 classical planets, which we already know. Now, Pluto gets a numerical denomination, new name, that is a dwarf planet. And when was this name given? It was given on September 2006. So it is known as the former 9th planet, and it was also assigned a asteroid number, that is 134340, and it was given by the Minor Planet Center. And this is the official organization which is responsible for collecting data about asteroids and comets in the solar system. And we also have Pluto's companion satellites as well, that is the Charon, which is Pluto's largest moon. And then comes Nix and Hydra. These are all considered as the part of the same system, and it is not assigned as a separate asteroid number. Instead, they will now be called as 13401, 2 and 3 respectively. Before losing its planetary status on 24th August 2006, Pluto was the outermost planet of the solar system. So this marks the end of the introduction regarding the universe. More facts about the planets, the satellites, and many such. In the next video, we'll be coming back with more such references about the geography from the scratch level. So stay tuned for our next video. Till then, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel as well, so that we can come up with more such detailed facts regarding other such subjects at your one-stop destination, Govt Drish.